We're going to be seeing you here shortly in the new series Chucky. Was this an audition for you, or were you pitched, Nika?
Well, from the original movie, so I've led 2 movies as Nika, and then I'm back for the TV show. And
Okay.
the original one, I auditioned, yeah. And it was one of the scariest auditions I've ever done because I was kind of raised around Chucky. So I was like, and then when I got it, it was even kind of scarier because, there was much more pressure than normal.
Where do we pick up with her then coming into this new series?
So at the end of Cult of Chucky, Nika has been possessed by Chucky, which is so fun. It's by far maybe the most fun part I've ever played. And I've escaped with Tiffany, and we're driving across country kind of wreaking havoc. And then you pick us up there.
I love the photos I've seen online of you with Jennifer Tilly. The two of you just seem to have such a bond together. Talk about working with her and continuing to work with her on these series.
She's really fun. I mean, the pictures that you've seen are both of us in underwear, which is another part of this. So I'm playing, just to be clear, I'm playing this iconic role, I'm playing my father in underwear. And as a woman in underwear. Me and Jennifer have known each other for years, I think going on 12 years or so, and she's really funny and fun and smart, and super generous. She actually gave me this necklace I'm wearing.
Ooh.
No big deal.
Just besties.
And then the first time we made out, it was in like negative 45-degree weather in Winnipeg, and then we're like rolling around in bed this time, and I just watched it. I just went to ADR and just watched it, and we have total chemistry. Like funny. So the whole thing's like a treat. It's a treat.
So we're going to be continuing to explore that relationship between Tiffany and Nika this series.
Yeah. To be clear, it's Tiffany and Chucky.
Okay.
Right?
So to be fair, yes. Okay, you're just the embodiment of him.
Yeah, it's Nika possessed by Chucky. That's what's happening.
Since you continue to play this iconic role, have you had much of a say in how she's developed into the series?
Yeah. Another aspect of this show is I'm very, very good friends with Don Mancini. Him and I hang out a lot, regardless of whether the movies are being made. So yeah, I mean, I've known kind of what's going to happen in the series for a long time. He listens to my input. He sometimes disagrees with me. Sometimes it's a fight, sometimes it's not. But yeah, he's really collaborative. He's really collaborative and thoughtful, which is one of the reasons I think the horror franchise has gone on for so long and been so successful in each installment. And each installment's been so different from the other. He's really taken kind of wild swings. It hasn't been the same at all. It's been like zany and horror and kind of a blend. And I really credit Don for keeping it successful.
Was there something then about this particular character, or even just the iconic aspect of Chucky, that really keeps you returning?
I would do anything for Don Mancini. I think like that's part of it. I mean, I actually would. I would do anything for him. But no, I mean, I keep returning because I love it. It's hard to express how lucky and surreal the whole thing feels. So everybody really likes making them, right? And it's something that I've been around since I was 7. So my dad, my birthday is the day before Halloween. My dad is, and I've always been really attracted to kind of dark things, though I can't watch a lot of horror because I get too scared still. But for like birthday parties and stuff, it would always be Halloween themed, and it's the only time my dad will do the voice. And so I don't know, Chucky's just been like the center point of my life for a long time. And now as an adult, I get to like make money through it and get to be thrown into all these cities with people I really like, and kiss Jennifer Tilly. Just the whole thing feels really fun, and the fact that so many people like it, and it's just so popular. It's like Chucky is in the zeitgeist, man, and people love it. I mean, I can't tell you how many tattoos I've signed at this point. Like, it's like, really, it just keeps coming. You know what I mean? So it's just the whole thing feels like partly surreal, partly like this weird gift I was given for no reason. I didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of my relationship to it. And it keeps getting more fun too. Like, with each installment of Nika, Dawn throws me new things. Like, she was sort of started out as an ingenue, which is something I basically never play in my life because it's kind of, I'm just not suited for it generally. Though I liked how that movie turned out, Curse of Chucky. And then and she was kind of losing it a little bit. And now in this installment, I can't say too much, but
Sure.
it gets crazy. It gets really wild.
They're such diehard fans of this, iconic character and horror film. What kind of fan feedback did you receive when they announced, you'd be a part of the new series?
um, I so I actually try not to be on social media too much because I think it's bad for everybody. But as an actor, you're there's I think some engagement is important. People, I don't know what my relationship is to this. I mean, the amount of people writing me kind of exploded, and and all of the articles and stuff I was sent, it's and you can't tell like how many people it actually is, but reportedly from publicity for Universal, the whole thing is very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's cool.
What do you think it is then about this new series that's going to really entice viewers to A, tune in, and B, keep them coming back week after week?
I think the series is very good. I mean, I've seen a lot of it, and we all watched it, and we were just like, we are going to be doing this TV show forever. It's the show's really good. The show's my favorite Chucky installment in a long time. It goes back to sort of the original themed Child's Play one, where it revolves around like a kid and kids, and that sense of like innocence paired with a doll, and has some lovely themes around sexuality. It's okay. It was really close to Dawn's life also, so it has a real personal touch. And as for why Chucky is so popular and seeming like getting more popular too, I can feel a pickup from it. I don't know, but it's happening.
We'll be seeing you also in the Shuru process. How did that come about where you get to work with your father again?
That was an offer on a movie, and I liked the script and the creators, and I had a time off between Tenet, so I was in the middle of shooting Tenet, and I had they dropped and picked me up, and I had these like 8 weeks, and it fit perfectly. And the script is really earnest and well written, and I was excited to do it. And then there's a small part in the middle of it, and I thought that I might be able to get my dad to do it because we shot right near his house, and he said yes, and then he did it. So it was cool. It's fun to be on.
You get to be reunited in the family business again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me and him have actually never done a scene together.
Well, I guess technically, if he voices Chucky and you're technically embodied by Chucky, but a different voice of Chucky, It's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
I know it's like not quite. I mean, there was this one moment in the first movie that I did, the first Chucky movie I did, where it's the finale scene. And it's the first time the doll really starts talking to me, and I'm, scared and paraplegic and on the floor. And I said to Dawn, I was like, you can't play my dad's voice. I was like, I can't, I'm not gonna be scared of it. It's just gonna be complicated. And Dawn refused to listen to me and said he's going to play the voice. And then he did it, and it actually was helpful because it was so much creepier to have this like voice that's been comfort your whole life be trying to like threaten you and kill you. It was just like so many levels of discomfort.
What are the other projects you've been busy working on lately? Well, yeah, I know having your dad, it was probably a little psychologically not traumatizing, but a little confusing mentally to be loving, feeling love at the same time of fear.
No, it was a lot. It was helpful because it was confused, yeah, he's been my my main parent, so to have him say awful things in a voice that I recognize immediately. Yeah, it was wild. It continues to be wild, actually. And everybody will see what I mean come episode 5.
All right, that's one to look out for then.
Yeah, it just gets wild.
What are the other projects you've been busy working on?
I'm off to Sitges, Spain, to a film festival, and then after that I'm going to Pittsburgh for a movie about the Titanic called Unsinkable. A really cool thing, just because I'm a big fan of the book, was I did Stephen King's The Stand, which is on streaming on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus, is that what it's called? Paramount Plus, I think so.
Yes, Paramount Plus.
Right now, and I don't know if you ever. Anyway, I'm really proud of that project. Also, I think it's the most popular show on that streaming.
Yes, another iconic series.
Yeah, and also the book. I don't know. Did you read that book as a kid? The book is the best. It's just really. I remember.
Scary.
Yeah, I remember not being able to put it down for whatever. It took me like 4 days or something. I was just like, it's all I did. So that was really cool. I got to play Ratman. And then I'm writing a few things and taking an economics class for no particular reason. And that's it. It's kind of the life of an actor.
Sometimes you got to do something for yourself, even if it's a nonsense course that you just are interested in.
Yeah, what do you know about macroeconomics? I know very little at this point, but I might know more soon. And yeah, it's an exciting time, and I'll see what happens with the show.
You often take on dramatic and intense characters. Is there something about that genre or those particular individuals that really draw you to these roles?
I got really lucky. I think that there's something. Acting is so ridiculous, but when I watch my work back, or I watch auditions back or something, there's something. I can play feral really well, and the pool of women who can do that smaller. And so I've fallen sort of into this niche that I deeply appreciate, which is generally roles that were written for men and cast as women at the last moment. That's been like a reoccurring theme. And where they make me uglier before I'm about to shoot, which I think isn't a normal experience. They're like, great, like fuck up her teeth or something, and that's happened over and over and over again. And so I finally made my peace with it. I generally don't play love interests, that kind of thing. I don't know. I think there's something about me. I think there's, people fall into categories sort of, and it has to do with some ineffable essence, whatever. I don't know. but I've noticed I've play villains more than anything else. And on the masculine side of things. I'm not complaining. I love it. I find it far more interesting.
No, I mean, if you find a connection with someone, whether their fault, flawed or villainous or whatever, there's something that resonates with you and you're like, I need to embody this person. So I don't think anyone, faults you for for finding a connection in certain individuals over others. It's how we find our soulmate.
Right. Right. Which can be a problem if like the thing that you're good at is portraying pain.
That's
but
true.
but it's fine. Yeah, no, I wouldn't trade my career for anything. I think the entire thing, though, the society doesn't tend to look at it this way, but the entire thing, if you really kind of drill down on it, feels like luck. Luck with like being born with talent and the luck of the ability to have the opportunity to get it or to be able to audition or be seen or whatever. And that's sort of, and the trick is to be conscious and grateful, I think. And I am
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, along those lines, what would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the incredible work that you do?
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, and watch the series. I think you guys are gonna really like it. I really do. It just gets more and more insane. So enjoy.